reasonable doubt. It's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless. Easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. That presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Have it dogs. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. To the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still feel me, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You a shook one, reason or the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with a team they're set to share a home with in the near future, the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down throw, gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Goff on third down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready, run 80.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Set. 380. Hey, Delta.
Give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Set. Delta. Keep it skinny. Get hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. The former first-round pick, Shea McClellan, in on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set. Run 80.
On third down, Rivers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Goff. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And now it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And they'll go on the ground. He fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here we go, folks. Here we go.
I know you feel that.
Goff now to throw. They got him there. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The Rams were the highest scoring team in the league last year, and they're on the move early with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action. Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready, 390, white.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Delta! Shoot, shoot, shoot! Keep it skinny!
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
390, white.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Allen, the intended receiver. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
They actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they said.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Chargers. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Set. Block 11. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. 380. Set. Okay. Room. White.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Four down. Check. Set. White 20. Set.
From the 50, it's gone. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he floated one out there incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Rivers now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Set, 390.
And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Good. 390.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here we go. 20.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Block 11! Yeah, Rocky. 12.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
We got three, fellas. 380. Hey, left. 0. Hey, go orange.
2nd down, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Ready. 380. Hey, Delta. One route. Hey, left, left, left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, ready. Hey, ready. White. Shoot. 0. Hey, Rocket.
1st down, Rivers. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Load it.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
12. Set. 380.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Now Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come out here in the eye.
Listen.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Load it! Load it! Set! Black 11!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
390!
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Ready! 390!
From the gun, Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set! Set 180! Keep it skinny! White! Get hot!
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Look at the dance and the juke. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Play action now. Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Rivers on first down. It's Williams on the catch. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rivers now on second down. So this is caught by Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Hey, Rocket!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now Rivers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll come out in the pistol.
0. Keep it skinny.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Virgil Green, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point attempt to follow here. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And now running right through it. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Here we go, Clark. Here we go.
Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. look now at Goff as he remains down and shaken up apparently. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
First throw now for the backup Allen. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From midfield, here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 36 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And this one's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Dances by him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, left, left, left.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Sit. 380. Alpha.
They go play action. Rivers. Allen's got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Ready. Delta.
On 1st down, Rivers. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 3rd and goal for Rivers. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Fights through, and now a crease. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 87 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 6 there on first. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. First down, Rivers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Rivers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Rivers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. but correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Rivers. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff for Gurley. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry now for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for L.A., they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Money back.